Hi everyone. So we're between Christmas and New Year, so I thought I'd do an alternative fold. Okay, so here we have a mini card really that opens out into a lovely area where you can display all sorts of bits. And the beauty of it is that it's done with small squares that you can do from your scraps in your craft stash. Okay, so let's have a look. This particular one has got a little bow clasp. Let's just do that one. I have got another one which I will find for you, this one. And this one has a little Velcro fastening, and that one opens out. I haven't finished decorating this one yet, but you can see another way of doing it. The one I'm going to do for the demo is one that actually doesn't have a clasp. Okay, so dead simple, and you can take it to whatever you need to do for your purpose. Okay, so we're going to take a piece of card, and my piece of card is 21 centimeters high and 28 centimeters wide. So let me see if I can slide that to one side. And we're going to bring in the scoreboard, and we're going to score it at 7 centimeters all across. So 7, 14, 21 and 28. So that gives me my 4 sections of 7 centimeters. If I turn it the other way, again I'm going to do 7 and 14. Now that has divided my paper up into 7 centimeter squares. That's all we need to do for the moment. Okay, and I'm going to take this and just soft fold all of my score lines. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. As usual, when I fold, I'm making sure that these are lined up. Turn it over, make sure the sides are lined up, and across with my bone folder. Right, so there are my 12 sections. Now I've just got 2 more score lines to do. So let's bring that in, and I'm going to place it on there, and I'm going to take my score tool, and I want to divide this one into half. Now I can feel where the 3.5 centimeter line is on there, and yes, I could find the piece over here, but I prefer to turn it round and find my 3.5 there. So this one panel I've divided into 2 sections. Okay, that's it, finished for the scoring. Now, to make it easier for you to see, I'm just going to mark that piece there and that piece there because I want to cut between those pieces. So I'm turning it round, I'm taking my ruler, and I'm taking a craft knife. You can do it any way that you wish. Down carefully to that piece, over onto the other one, from that spot to that spot. Right, now we've already soft folded, so I'm going to fold in, up, in. So I've made myself a large W shape. Now the only thing I'm going to do now is to pull this up, and I'm going to reverse those folds. People get worried about what's mountain and valley. So if we take a look, I've got my W, a W down here, and this I've reversed the folds because they've got this half piece here. Right, so that is simple. Now you can make this out of any size that you wish, so long as you can divide into 4 across and into 3 down. Okay, so I end up with 7 centimeters by 21. Okay, and I've taken a piece of white card, 7 centimeters by 21, and I've gone for a piece 6 by 20 and just layered it and mat a piece of silver around it. That is going to be a front piece, and I want one piece for the back. So very quickly, this is 6 centimeters by 20, double-sided tape onto there. I'm then going to go onto my silver. I give myself plenty of room around it because this particular one I'm going to cut with fancy scissors. So I'm going up the edge, and I'm putting the edge of the points of my scissors along the edge, and that way I get a very small mat to go round. Turn it. Your scissors need this width to hold on to, otherwise you will get shredded edges. Doesn't matter how cheap or expensive your scissors are, they need that area to hold on to. Right. Here I've got a very small edge which I wanted to show you. Okay, so if I try and do it here, look what happens. It shreds. Now the scissors have cut perfectly all the way around here, all right, but where I haven't given them enough card to hold on to, they are shredding it. So I can just take off the feather edge . People say, well, they're cheap scissors, they don't work. That's not the case. All right, so there I've cut beautifully all 3 sides. Where I tried to do this one and just left a little edge for you, then it's shredded. Okay, so leave yourself plenty of room for your scissors to hold on to. Yep. Right, this is my 7 by 21. And there we now have a front and a back. Okay, so I'll put those to one side for the moment, and we're coming back to this bit. Now each of these panels is 7 by 7. So I have cut myself some pieces leave that out and that out, which are 6 by 6, and I've matte and layered them with a small silver edge. Okay, so I didn't want to show you doing that on 12 different panels, so I'm going to show you on this one. So this is 6 by 6. There we go. And I'm going to place it onto here. Now these panels I'm doing a small edge, a straight edge. So I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going round That is far easier than trying to aim a piece in cutting them half a centimetre bigger and then trying to aim for the middle. Now 2 of my panels I have done as half panels because we want half panels on here. Okay, so I've done myself 2 dark panels and 2 light panels. So I think I'm going to put those on first. So I want dark near the outside. We'll see the different ways of layering up these, but it's something that you want to do and just play around with them without sticking to see what effect you can get. So I'm going to put a dark on the outside, dark on the outside, a pretty patterned panel on the inner half, now this has got a direction to the paper, so I must be careful when I place them on that my flowers are going upright, so that's right on that one. So that one's onto there. Take this one, that one I need to reverse with that one. There we go. And I'm just going to make sure that I haven't compromised the creases. Okay, so I've now established those and I've got myself a selection of yellow, blues and patterns. So what if I take my 2 plain ones and I put those to the middle there, because that way I can write on those panels to put my message. So I'm going to do 1. Obviously being plain there's no direction, so we're going onto that one. And that one onto there. So that would be my writing panels. And now I've got blue and patterned. So let's have a look. I could have 4 blue panels, but then I would have patterned panels in the middle. Doesn't matter which direction they are at the moment. And I think I would like to alternate them. So I'll go like that. And then, because I've got blue there, I'm going to go patterned, blue, patterned, blue. That is going to be my card. So I'm going to start with this top one. There. And I'm going to carry on and fix these in place exactly as I've got them here, and we'll come back. Let's change that around there. We'll come back when I fix those. Okay, so now I've got all my panels on and I'm happy with where they are, so I'm going to close up my card, and now I need to put the front on. Okay, so I need to avoid this area here, so I'm going to place double-sided tape right the way down the front, down the back, and because it's a bulky card, I'm going to put a tiny bit more down the middle there. Okay, so I'm going to remove those. It's my trusty spike. Okay, so avoid that centerpiece. And this bit is edge to edge, and line up all of the edges. There we go. So that is the front. Flip it over onto its back, and we're going to do exactly the same so that we have a long piece down the edge of the card, piece down either side, and again keep well away from this area here. So we're going to take our panel that we've prepared, and again line it up with all of the edges. Yeah. And like I said, I'm not giving this one a fixing of any sort because I wanted you to realise you can do it without. So there is the front of my card. It opens out and it will stand up beautifully. Okay, but now we need to decorate. So I'm going to make it an Easter card, and I've got Thinking of You. I was going to put double-sided on that, but I think I'm going to add sticky fixers. There to give it a little bit of lift. Okay. So I've got Thinking of You Now and Always, which is going to go on there. And I'm going to go with this cross, and this one I'm going flat. So one piece of tape up through the middle, a little bit of tape either side, and this is going on the front. Now, often when I'm doing decoupage, I do not stack it up one on top of the other. So I'm going to now place that onto there, get it central, and I've got lots of other flowers here, and I'm going to see now if I put that there, it covers up my greeting. So I'm going to see if I can just lift that up, lift it up a bit higher, and bring that just underneath. Always be prepared to change your design as it starts to take place before you. So there we go. So I can see my greeting. I've brought that design down to the bottom, and now we're going to open it and start designing. There are a lot of panels to design, but I tend to keep it fairly simple. So I'm going to take my Easter greeting. I've put pretty patterned paper on a lot of the panels, so that will mean I don't have to cover every panel. Right, so there is my Easter wishes. Now I'm going to try and fit this up there. Okay. Always be prepared to do a dry run before you commit yourself to sticking something down. So I'm going to tuck that just behind there. Beautiful. And I've got lots of extra bits of decoupage which I can now add, and most of the time I will put it on a plain background. Doesn't matter if it overlaps the edges. So let's have a look what I've got here. I'm going to take this small one, fold back, and I'm going to go up into that corner there, and right, okay, I think I'm going to try and lift that one there. It's my pokey tool. I don't mind. This is why I say do a dry run, and then you can change your mind as you go. Because I've got a large design there, and I would like to fit it onto there. I want the greenery to come there. So there is my Easter card, and the cross, Easter greetings, and the flowers, beautiful wildflowers on here. And when I fold it together, I've got thinking of you now and always, and the Easter cross and the lilies on the front. Okay, so let's bring in the other cards. This one was a Velcro fastening, and I kept it simple with some stickers. I haven't added any greeting yet. Simple flower on there because I can put then a text on the front. And this one, I put a piece of ribbon between the panel and the backing and just brought it round so it doesn't fix anywhere else except on there. And then we have all these beautiful panels. Again, I've used stickers on here, and I've backed everything with gold. It was unusual to put lilac with gold, but it actually works. Okay, so there we have that one. Tie it to the side so that you don't cover up the front of your card. There we go. And there we have our 3 cards. So do have a go, and look forward to seeing you and showing you what we can do throughout the new year. God bless you all.